There, flyer fans. My name is Joe, and today I'd like to show you my Pikemaster track American Flyer train layout. And I did this for my grandchildren and for me too. And I had some Pikemaster track and I wanted to give it a try, so I have built a 4x8 layout, and I'll give you an overview right here to see what it looks like. It's got an outer loop with a siding, so right here, and that loop goes on around. You can see a train sitting over there on one of the sidings. We'll go around to the other side, and that outer loop continues with the inner loop and comes back here and ends with a Pikemaster switch. At the moment they're unpowered. Then I have an inner loop, and the inner loop goes in this curve around like this. So not too exciting, but what this is all about is making the accessories accessible for my grandchildren and again for me. So let's start over here and we'll take a look at the accessories that you can reach from this side. We have wheel drum loader, and the original man was lost, so I put this little character on here. I don't know what his name is, but the grandchildren know. And this rooster, we've had some barnyard problems, a lot of cows and livestock getting out, so there he is perched on the wheel drum loader. Next we have one of our all-time favorites, the magnetic crane, and both of these are controlled right here locally with the wheel drum loader push button, and one here for the magnetic crane. And we also have a whistle push button because we got to have whistles. This one. Okay. And then an uncoupler button, which really isn't an uncoupler button. It powers this track right here for launching rockets and dump cars and so forth. And this particular track right here, so I could have a train at the ready. I've got a switch here, so these two sections are, one's isolated from the other, and with this switch I can send power to the outer track, the outer siding, or the inner siding, or neither. And this is just so the kids can get an idea how to switch the tracks back and forth. And there are insulator pins. There's one right here, a little black insulator pin, and there's one right there. And same thing down the other end, so that either this track right here is live or this track right here is live. The inner track just continues around in the loop. The reason for this curve right here is so I can put these accessories right here where the kids can reach them. So basically I've got the inner track out of the way so I can have two accessories here. We'll go around to the other side. Got I think it's an old Marx signal here. It's hooked up to a push button, makes some nice noises. And as we get around to this side, we have our old buddy cow on the track, and he can come out and stop the trains and start the trains. We have a coaling tower, compliments of Mike's Train House or Lionel. And again, we have a log loader. Again, I think this one's an MTH. And we have another dump siding, so this one's currently full of presents, but a little contact rail right here, actuated by one of these push buttons on this side to dump coal or presents or whatever else is in the cars. And there's controls on both sides, so on this side we got a transformer for the inner loop train, and the other side has a transformer for the outer loop train. And we have this right here. It actuates the log loader, so I got a button for the log loader, and it's good to not dump them on the track and get it out of the way. And we have the seaboard coaler noisy thing. Go down, get some coal and dump it in the train. And last but not least, over here in the end, I had this 2-in-1 whistle that I was just trying to give it a try out, so here it is. Yeah. Thing of Beauty. And then in the middle, just whatever houses and things I had to make it all work. So what this layout's all about is it's about Pikemaster track, which I wanted to give a try. It's about controls for the kids to reach right here, so you can turn on the train on the inner loop. And here it comes. Good old number 22. And it's also wired up so that it can't go too fast. And around it goes. And then we'll go around to the other side and we will turn on the other engine. And there we go. This one even smokes a little bit, not much, but a little bit. And I'll step back so you can see the full glory of this layout. Like I said, it's a simple thing, but so this is all on a 4x8 layout. This is not something you could easily do with standard American pliers track because the radius is too big, but the Pikemaster track with these really tight 31-inch radius curves means you can fit a lot more stuff in. And what we're going to do now is we're going to stop our train here and we're going to say let's do something here with the inner track. We're going to run the little man, and I'm manually throwing the switches, and I got to put power onto that inner track. So now I got power on the inner track, so now when I turn on the transformer, away it goes. And we can have a race and see who's the fastest. And around they go. Truly exciting. Yeah. And look at that, they are neck and neck. So this video I can see has already gone on way too long, so I'm going to say that's all for now, but we'll be back later with more.